This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
You know, when people like reach out and ask for help and it's something as simple as, hey, shipping her a box of tampons.
The one thing about this girl is she's never asked me for anything. She may have hinted about tampons.
Like them hints. It's sort of the 5th of September, 2020. My name is Corey Winfield. This is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Marnie Liston is joining me in the studio, co-host. Marnie, how are you?
I'm here.
Yeah, busy, crazy day, busy, crazy couple days, crazy week, but you're hanging in there. Mm-hmm. How's your recovery doing?
My recovery is good.
Still got that year?
Yep, still got the year.
Isn't it flying by now?
It is.
Can you believe it's been a week?
I can't.
See, told you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta wait a while for a coin, though.
I know.
Year and a half, but hey, you'll get there.
All right.
I believe in you.
All right.
I have faith. So, in recovery today for me, it went well. The last few days have been going really well for me. I mean, you know, that's what I do. Mm-hmm. But for real, the things that we've been talking about doing with 217 Recovery, moving in, you know, more of a hands-on direction and providing actual services. I mean, some people will say, hey, man, what you do now with the podcast and, you know, just sharing your experience and the stories and, you know, the things that you go through every day, like that helps us. And that's cool. You know, I appreciate that. We're just trying to keep it real and tell you about our day and what we've been thinking through. And some days, yeah, you know, I'm like, man, I could probably sneak over there. No one's going to know if I'm drinking, but I know. And there's a lot that goes into it. But, you know, I am honest with those moments and I share them. But there's another part of 217 Recovery that we want to move. There's lots of parts that we want in the future and we're moving towards. And if this can be one more thing where you can look at something that we're doing and go, wow, like, here are these two knuckleheads, or at least me, the knucklehead, and his girlfriend. They're doing stuff and they're doing these things. And, you know, he's got a whole crew and they're writing blogs and, you know, their website's cool. And, I mean, they're doing things. And now, you know, they're helping people in a different way. And, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but, you know, once it officially becomes official.
Well,
I mean, it's official.
That sounds official.
I know. Once it becomes that official, official, then, you know, we'll talk more about it. But I'm excited, and it's something that, like I said, we've been talking about doing for a while, and it all goes back to that meeting that never happened, that I was all bummed out, and my pride and ego were hurt, like, oh, my God, he forgot about me. Mm-hmm. And did I give up? Nope. No, I kept on. I didn't know exactly what I was supposed to do, but I couldn't have done any of this without God, and, you know, God has been directing me every step of the way. I mean, the past, you know, year and a half has just been insane, you know, with the things that I've been able to accomplish just by staying sober and moving forward. And when doors have closed in my face, and many, many have, more have closed than have opened, but the key ones have opened. Mm-hmm. You know, the ones that I'm supposed to go through opened, you know, and the other things and the other doors where I thought I wanted it and I thought this is what it has to be and this is, no, it didn't open. I just kept going with it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't give up. And it's so easy to give up in early recovery. You know, it's what we're used to. You know, we're used to losing. We're you know, we get that mentality, and it's hard to get it out of our head that, oh, no, I do deserve nice things, and I can achieve nice things. I just have to work for them. Mm-hmm. You know, not everybody got to a point in their life by just landing there. You know, like, oh, well, he was born into that family, or they were oh, yeah, he knows that guy. And, yeah, that happens, but sometimes you just have to roll up your sleeves and go out and get it. Mm-hmm. You know. And did we talk about that on the last podcast?
The last one or the one before, I think.
About how you have to, yeah, it seems like we did.
Yeah, being proactive and making things happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another big thing. And, man, I got a message from a friend today, and I haven't spoke to this person in a few months. And I'm really good friends with this person's sibling, and this person told me that the sibling who I'm really good friends with was having a hard time with a certain substance, and I tried to reach out to him, nothing. And I tried to reach out to this person, and nothing. I thought, oh man, well, this person added me again on Facebook. It was just the 8th time we've been friends now, and there's a breakup in the relationship, and so I just asked, and this person knows that I'm not going to put their stuff on blast, and I'm not going to judge them. And they were like, yeah, I'm using. So I was like, okay, well, you don't have to live this life. You don't have to live that life, I said. And they're like, yeah, I know. And then I just did, all I could do, and just said, well, when you get tired, when you're done, when you've had enough, when you've hit the rock bottom that's coming, because this person knows it. They know what's going to happen. And I said, just, don't forget me. I'm here. I know some people in Traverse City that can help you. Mm-hmm. And a fresh start sometimes can seem scary, but man, it's so nice to have a fresh start, in a new place. And some people will say, well, you can't run from your problems. You can't run from it. It's still there. Yeah, I agree. But if you're facing it head on, just in a different place, you're not running from the problem. Sometimes the location is something that will just throw people off forever and ever and ever. When they have to drive by a certain road or a certain street, a certain house, maybe it's not even a drug dealer house. Maybe it's just an ex, or, the house that they grew up. Who knows what trauma or what kind of memories hold for different people. But to just not have to face that part of it, I mean, why wouldn't you want to take that out of the equation?
Right.
So, yeah, hopefully, that's all I can really do. I'm not judging. I'm not, it's a thing. This person struggled for a long time with substance use, and yeah, hopefully sooner than later. But I'm really hoping the person's sibling, who's good friends of mine, grown up, would reach out as well. But I think that person knows that if they reach out, maybe they think if they reach out that I'm going to get on my soapbox and tell them what a bad person they are. And I don't know. I mean, they should know me more and better than that, because I'm not going to do that. I'll talk about how unbelievable it is here, and the life that I'm living now is just, couldn't have dreamed it. And the promises are true. And it's not bad. Mm-hmm. It's not bad being sober. It's the opposite. It's good. And if you can frame it like that and just keep thinking like, man, it's great to just wake up and roll out of bed. And I have a hard time sleeping in, because I'm like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. For someone who doesn't work but 14 hours a week, I'm always kind of busy doing something. How is that?
Well, school's taking up a lot of your time.
I need to take up more time.
Plus, you always find stuff to work on.
I know. I was thinking the other day, I was like, well, maybe one time in the last couple of weeks, maybe, where I was like, I'm just going to sit down and watch a movie. I don't ever.
Doesn't happen very often.
I don't ever get to do that. I don't know why. I should do that more. Maybe because I spend too much time in the bathroom.
Probably.
I spend a lot of time in the bathroom. What?
I'm just.
I'm not isolating. It's just my alone time. I don't know what it is. I started playing apps and getting on games, and next thing you know, an hour later, my legs are asleep. You ever sit on the toilet so long your legs fall asleep?
Oh.
No, never?
Not in the bathroom.
I wonder how long it would take.
It's for my legs to fall asleep?
Yeah, on the toilet.
I have no idea.
No, let's time it. How long do you think it would take?
An hour, apparently.
You're trying to say that I spend an hour in the bathroom. Sometimes, yes. But see, I weigh a lot more than you, so I think it's a lot different for me. I'd say if I was a betting man, I would put money. And it takes you, if you were to just sit on the toilet, 2 hours before your legs fall asleep.
I'm not sitting on the toilet for 2 hours.
Well, how are we going to figure this out then?
I don't know.
Would you
Guess
be
we'll
honest?
never know.
Or would you sit there for like 10 minutes like, oh, they're asleep?
Probably do that.
Well, at least you're honestly dishonest, I guess.
True. That's how I'm going to look
damn
at it.
Now we're never going to find out.
I think we'll survive.
You want to time me?
No.
You don't have to be in the room. Like, I mean, just, do you want to have a guess? I'll time myself next time.
Okay, fine.
What would you say? Like, before they start falling asleep?
Half hour.
Half hour. So, like, when they're totally, like, you know how you get that tingly, like, feels like needles and...
Yeah. I mean, usually when my legs fall asleep, I'll be, like, watching a movie and be, like, sitting on my, like, either have my legs crossed or, like, sitting on my feet.
I think maybe because I'm trying to think, like, how am I sitting?
Are we really talking about this stuff?
I'm not really leaning over. I don't know. Yeah. No, well, this is stuff. This is real life stuff. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think it's like 20 minutes. At least it feels like 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Is that your cue that you've been in there long enough?
No.
Okay.
No, then I just adjust. I mean, it probably is for some people. They're like, geez, man, like, I'm in here way too long when my legs are falling asleep. Do they sell toilet seats that are guaranteed to make your legs not fall asleep? Like, they somehow, like, relieve the pressure and don't cut the circulation off your legs?
My grandma used to have one that was, like, cushioned.
Yeah, all I'm going to do is just sink into it. Like, that's still going to cut the circulation off. No, like, we should design a toilet seat that somehow you, like, strap in from the side, and that way the blood flow, because your blood, it's coming, like, down the leg from the back of the leg, and that's why your legs fall asleep. So if you, like, maybe it was just if it was open, like, the seat was, like, open enough for your leg, like, the middle of your leg to, like, fall through. Mm-hmm. You know, like, it'd be like not butt cheek hanging through, but, like, I'm trying to think how to explain this. Like, okay, if you take a normal toilet seat, okay? And then like, if you're looking at it, like, you're about to pee in the toilet, if you're a guy, and you're looking down, you're like, oh, there's toilet seat, I should lift it up. But you don't. Just keep looking at it, okay? Now, if you took, like, a 2x2 piece of whatever and put it on top of it, and then spread that, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches, however long your veins are, or, like, your blood, whatever they're called, and then just positioned it to where that would be between. I can't believe somebody smarter than me hasn't figured this out yet.
Mm-hmm. I don't think very many people are worried about their legs falling asleep on the toilet.
Well, that's because cell phones were invented and people didn't spend hours on the toilet. But see, now, in 2020, that's the thing. Everybody, it's happening to everybody around the world.
What would you call the invention?
What would I call it? If I had to pick a name, like, right now on the spot, like you're putting me on, I mean, and don't quote me, I'm not going to take this as Shark Tank, this name. You know, this is just, what do they call it, spitballing or slapping it on the wall or whatever, or something like that. I would call it the wind feel the blood seat. No, I wouldn't. I would call it the anti.
You need something catchy.
Anti-sleep leg seat. Anti-sleep leg seat. No.
Okay. We'll
Anti-sleep doo-doo seat. No sleep doo-doo seat.
That's cute.